Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, Bow and Arrow Tarot. This is the mid-April check-in for love for the sign of Scorpio. We're going to jump right into it. We're going to do the Radiant deck, Radiant Rider-Waite deck for the overall reading, and then we will pull some Angel Oracle cards. If the message here today resonates with you, great, like, subscribe, and share. If it doesn't resonate with you, then just throw it away. The idea that this could possibly resonate with every single Scorpio on the planet is just impossible. So if it doesn't resonate with you, then just look for another channel, look for another reader, and find something, find a reading that's more around your scenario, and then you'll be able to get something out of that. Okay, folks? So we're going to jump right into it today. Scorpio, mid-April reading, love check-in. Scorpio. I have already shuffled the cards quite a bit before filming. So we're just going to do a little shuffle. Scorpio. What's going on with Scorpio? Scorpio. Water sign, those born in the month of November, mostly. What's happening for Scorpio mid-April? Here we go. Starting to get warm in my part of the country. Hope y'all doing all right out there. Getting ready for springtime. Scorpios, mid-April. I'm going to check in and see how our love is going for Scorpios. Those who are attached, those who want to be attached. Okay. Check in for Scorpio. Mid-April. Love reading. Show me. Show me. All right, here we go. All right, we're going to start off right away with the 9 of Pentacles, covered by the 5 of Swords. Wow, all right. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Chariot. Major Arcana, talking about action. Action in terms of going after what you want. Single-mindedness, focus. Knowing what you want as well. This is a divine energy here. So the actions, the emotions that you're taking right now are very important. They're kind of, meant to be type of things. We're going to look at that Chariot card later on. It's quite important for that to be there. So let's just check out the 9 of Pentacles. Right now, Scorpio, you're doing good. All right, you're in the garden. 9 of Pentacles, I love this card. This is also feminine energy, strong feminine energy, close to the Empress, close to the Queen of Discs. 9 of Discs, 9 of Pentacles, otherwise called, or coins. She's in the garden. She knows what she's doing. She's mother energy. She has abundance around her. You know what I mean? She's nurturing, deep nurturing energy. So right now, this is where you're at. This is also Venus energy here. So Scorpio, right now, as far as you're concerned, you're feeling pretty. You're feeling good. You're feeling like you're on top of your finances. You're kind of set. You're stable, right? And there's a lot of love as well, right, in your life right now. In terms of, even though this isn't a cup card, it shows that there's a lot of contentment right now in your physical in your physical life, your material life, to do with your jobs, your money. And those types of things. But crossing you right now, you have the 5 of Swords. There's some bickering going on right now. Some might be some deceptive actions happening amongst the people that you're dealing with. This is a love check-in, so it could be that right now there might be some miscommunication with your love. Maybe somebody's not being completely true. They might be speaking in half-truths. Okay, 5 of Swords is really indicative of a lot of arguing, a lot of miscommunication. All right, so that's what's covering you right now. What we got on top: Ace of Pentacles, 6 of Swords, Lovers, and 10 of Swords. Wow. So Scorpio, this month, this mid-month check-in for you, there's a lot of strife. right now in your love life, there's a lot of communication that's kind of difficult, right? Difficult communications. Swords is indicative. A lot of swords. You have 3 swords. It's indicative of strife and miscommunication, not being on the same page with your lover. On top, you have the Ace of Cups. So right now, there may be a new opportunity that's come into your life. You might be dealing with a new project, a new job, right? And it's taking up a lot of your energy. It could be that right now, some of that energy that's going toward your job or your projects, your physical well-being might be the source of some of this bickering, some of this miscommunication. It could be that you and the person that you're dealing with aren't necessarily on the same page as far as jobs are concerned, as far as livelihood or deciding how you want to live, right? But this is a big opportunity for you, right? What you're dealing with is a good opportunity. It's Ace of Pentacles. So that's a big opportunity, you know, and you feel adamant about it. So there's some strife, right? You've got the Lover's Cup. So whoever you're dealing with, if this reading right now, mid-month check-in, is resonating with you, then whoever you're dealing with, this Lover's Cup, this is a soulmate, right? So definitely you've hooked up with the person you're in love with, or the person you're dealing with on your emotional side is definitely a soulmate energy, somebody that you feel very, very deeply about. I have a feeling that this is someone that you may have been with for a little while, quite some time. This is not necessarily a new love, right? But this opportunity for you, Scorpio, is new. This opportunity is new, and that is kind of causing some strife in this situation, right? You're feeling a little bit worn. You're feeling like, oh, God, you know, it's just like you're dead now with all the arguing and all of the strife and all of the different things you have had to go through. You just feel like, you know, 10 of Swords is just like done. You're done, right? 10 is completion, but when you're dealing with swords and wands, there's always like an inherent kind of like turmoil involved. 10 of Swords is like you're done. Obviously, you see the man, the figure there is laying there. He has the swords in his back. It's almost as if he's been betrayed. You know, it's as if his words and his actions have come back to haunt him and betray him, and now he's finally been put down, you know, by it. He's down for the count, right? So this is very kind of like tired of bickering, tired of arguing energy, right? And that's coming up. Underneath of all of this, it's like you just wanted to go away, right? You just want to leave. You've had enough. Underneath of it, Scorpio, you're thinking, oh, you know, is this really something that I want to deal with? You know, I feel like I want to go to better shores. I'm ready to take my things and just go. You know, the things that I have worked for, I'm going to take them with me. Those are my swords, right? So those are my thoughts, my actions, my ideals, right? I'm taking those with me, and I'm leaving for better shores. And that's kind of rolling underneath of you, but perhaps because this is a love mate energy, soulmate energy, deep lovers energy, that, you know, you're thinking twice about it. You know, you're that's how you feel, but that's not necessarily what you're wanting to do, right? Although you do have the Chariot here, and the Chariot is racing towards his destiny. The Chariot is always going towards the destiny, right? Towards the path that you are meant to be on. And it's a conscious action. It's a conscious motion, right? So you're consciously deciding to go after your dreams, right? So right now, mid-month check-in for you guys, Scorpio, it's a little tricky, right? You're having some strife. You're having some arguing going on, right? But I can tell you, overall, you're in a really, really comfortable position. You're in a really comfortable position right now. Perhaps the thought of trying something new is what's causing turmoil, is how I'm getting the message, is causing the turmoil. And is it really worth it? I mean, how deep is your love? Right? How deep is your love for this person? So I think you can work through it, Scorpio, but I think what you have to watch out for is you have to watch out for this. This is what's hurting you. Deceptive actions, half-truths, not being completely honest with each other. You need to sit down with this person, and if this is what's going on, if the bickering is going on and it's just leading you underneath to want to just pack it up and go away, you know, you want to think twice about it, because if this is a love mate energy, if this is a deep love energy, a soulmate energy, a twin flames energy, a person you want to be with, do you really want to leave this situation because you haven't come to a better communication, right? So this is about getting your communication straight. Mid-month, get your communication straight because you are racing towards your destiny, right? Oh, look at this. And underneath, wow, see? 5 of Wands, 9 of Wands. That's underneath the Chariot. So you want to, my advice, as far as this reading is concerned, you know, the message is you want to deal with this, right? You want to deal with this so that you can go faithfully forward with your dreams and your goals, your aspirations. You don't want this to get out of hand until it's at a point where all your energies are just are in opposition. Right now, it's just bickering, it's talking, it's miscommunication. Don't allow this miscommunication to run wild. All right? If you allow it to run wild, it'll take you someplace in your relationship, someplace that you're not necessarily ready to go. I don't feel, Scorpio, that those that this message is resonating with, I don't feel that you're really ready to leave, but you're thinking about it, right? You're starting to think about it. You're starting to think about packing it in. Give it a chance before you do. Give it a chance, you know, give it a chance to have that real conversation with your loved one, with your soulmate. Sit them down and talk with them. Don't be afraid of the communication, you know. Don't be afraid to straighten out this communication and make it more truthful. All right, we're going to pull some angel oracles. This is pretty specific reading, this mid-month reading. It's definitely about communication, folks. It's all about communication mid-month. Talking straight, though. You know, you can communicate, but how well do you communicate? You know, there's talking and then there's talking. You know, there's talking from the heart and talking from truth. And then there's just bullshit, you know? And if you're going to have bullshit conversations with your loved one, then you're going to have a bullshit relationship. It's not going to be able to stand the test of time. So things like this kind of lower energy, you know, is what you have to deal with to keep this lover's going, this lover's energy going. Angel oracles, tell me what's going on with Scorpio mid-month of April. Help our Scorpios out mid-month of April. What kind of romance energy should they be pulling into their relationship? Should they be concentrating on? Show me. Show me, angel oracles. We got Scorpio mid-April. All right, we want to know what kind of energy should they be concentrating on to get them through this difficult period of strife that they're having, possibly with their loved ones. Show me. Exactly. Past life relationships is at the bottom of the deck. First card that came out, heart-to-heart conversations. All right, so that's exactly what I'm talking about. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. Honestly, be true in your conversations. Don't be afraid to be honest with your soulmate. You know, with your lover. You know, if there's not anyone in the world you can be honest with, you have to try to be honest with your lover, with the one that you truly love, especially if it's a soulmate energy. The other card coming on here is codependencies. Addictions are affecting your romantic life, right? So it could be that some of you, there's some other outside force, an addictive force, perhaps. It could be anything. Addictions can be anything, right? I mean, you can be addicted to drugs, shopping. You can be addicted to strife. You can be addicted to bickering. You know, we all have that friend who just loves to bicker. They're literally addicted to bickering. They don't know how to communicate another way, or they choose not to communicate another way. Codependency, there is some kind of way that you're interacting with your lover that is a kind of like, it's a crutch, but it's an unhealthy crutch. And either of you or both of you are falling back on that crutch, and it's blocking your heart-to-heart conversations. It could also be that this crutch is at the heart of some of this strife that you're having right now, despite the fact that you have some good opportunities coming into your life right now. They could affect both of you. So heart-to-heart conversations, very, very important. And talk about this. Talk about this. You know, heart-to-heart is talking deep. Talk about what this codependency might look like in your relationship. If it's you, Scorpio, or if it's your partner. Remember, all of these energies can be vice versa. Okay? And these readings are for Sun, Moon, Ascendant, and Scorpio, Venus and Scorpio. But you have to check your whole chart. And a lot of times it can't, you know, it might not resonate with you depending on your chart. It's just depending on your situation. But in this particular situation, of the most importance when you're having your heart-to-heart conversations. You really need to dig deep and talk about the difficult things, and those are some of your codependent issues. All right? That's what's happening right now, mid-month, April, for Scorpio. All right, folks? So, it's pretty straight to the point. All right? This is my mid-month check-in. I try to keep these videos short because they're really just a love check-in, see what kind of energies are going on in the middle of the month. My month-long readings are longer. I generally shoot for 20 to 30 minutes for those. And I will also be doing other monthly readings as well. I'm working on doing life readings for the month, so hopefully they'll be coming up soon. I'll be working on those for May. So those will be May's in the center, and we'll be looking 3 months ahead and 3 months behind. This is Bow and Arrow Tarot. If you like my channel, this is a new channel for me. Please like, subscribe, and share. If it resonates, if it doesn't, just throw it away. Find another reader. There's plenty of them out there. Check my channels list. There's a whole list of readers on there. And the readings are different. Of course, the readings are different because not every Scorpio is the same and not every person is the same. So thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.